Good morning, guys. Today is the presentation day, and I chose my topic fundamental rights. Like, first I will be dealing with what is the basic meaning of fundamental rights. After that, the structure of the constitution, like basic structure of the constitution. Not I will not delve into the details, but very basic structure of the constitution. And after that, I'll be throwing some light on the preamble part, and then after fundamental rights, and then a little conclusion. So coming to the meaning of fundamental rights, like every right is very important. Like whichever right is there, given in our constitution or given in any other act. But why fundamental rights are called fundamental? So the reason behind that is that without those rights, like without other rights, we can live. But without fundamental rights, our survival will become I would say, very hard. That is why these rights are called fundamental rights, and they are being given in the part 3rd of our constitution, from article 12 to article 35. Now coming to the structure of constitution, like within the constitution, the fundamental rights are given. So what a constitution does is that constitution gives us a structure, like a basic structure of all the laws, that how a law should be there, how a law should be passed, and every public office in this country right now is being institutionalized by the constitution itself. Like if in a country there is a president, then in constitution, because of the constitution, there is a president. In constitution it is written that there shall be a president of India in article 52, and after that how a president should be nominated by indirect elections, or how his impeachment proceedings will go, his powers and procedures. In the constitution itself, the powers of prime minister are mentioned, that there should be a prime minister of India, there should be vice president, then there should be governor, there should be a chief minister in a state. So all these things are being governed and are being given in the constitution, and every other law derives its power from the constitution itself. And like we can see that in constitution, there are many offices which are being designed, like office of president, office of chief minister, office of governor. But I am technically dealing right now with fundamental rights. Like this chapter 3rd of fundamental rights does not tell us about any office, any particular office. It tells us the right of the citizen, the basic right of the citizen, and because of which nobody will survive. So now coming to the preamble, which is said the mirror of the constitution. Like after reading the preamble, we can have an idea about what a constitution is. So preamble starts with the word "we the people of India." Like it signifies that we the people as a whole has given ourselves this constitution. So it starts with "we the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a socialist, sovereign, secular, democratic and republic." So these are the 5 magical words on the basis of which constitution we can judge the constitution, and we can judge any constitution by their preamble. Like what it entails, we can get an idea from the preamble itself. Like coming to the meaning of socialist, what is socialist means? Like in constitution, adding the word socialist in the preamble meant that the constitution will work towards, or every institution which derives its power from the constitution, and which every offices or every law, if it will be made at all, it will be for the betterment of the lower strata of the people, like the people who are at the lower echelons of the society. So law will be made as such to make the people like who are lower strata of the people, who are very deprived section of the people. The law will be such that they will be helped by the law to move upwards in the society. This is socialization, like giving reservation. Now after that, the concept of sovereignty is there. Like sovereignty means that India will be ruled by the Indians, like no other country will have its say while ruling in India, to rule India. Like Indians will have its own authority to rule India, to make laws. No foreign countries or no any country will not have any say in the rule making process of India. Like to a particular extent, the United Nations laws affects the law, the basic laws, but 90% of laws are made in India, and there are certain provisions which we like. If UN made certain law like on child right laws, on human rights law, then we accordingly made our law according to that. But they don't govern our constitution. That is why we are sovereign, and we have got this sovereignty because of we were colonized for so many years. Like after being colonized, sense of sovereignty arose, came within us. Like we were ruled for more than 200 years, so we are not sovereign. Like we were ruled by Britishers. So that is why it was very much important, or very much, I would say, pertinent for our constitution makers to include the word sovereign. That from now our country will be sovereign, and no other country will be able to make laws or dictate us. Then after that, the sovereignty is there. Like the meaning of sovereignty is that a state will have no religion of its own. Like a state is only concerned between the relationship of man to man. A state is not concerned between the relationship of man to God. Like every institution in India, every public institution, if it works, if it makes any law, then it will be the betterment of every people, and it will not be concerned of any particular religion. That is to say, a state will have no religion of its own. A state will have religionless. That is the meaning of Indian sovereignty, in Indian secularity. Then after that, coming to the democracy, like democracy means that by the people, of the people, for the people. Like every government will be, every representative of the people will be chosen by us. The people will come from us only. Like democracy means that of the people, by the people, for the people. Of the people means that the particular person, chosen person, will go to represent us, will come from within us. No any foreign country or any member of any foreign country will come to India and fight election in India. Only citizen of India can fight an election. So that's the meaning of democracy. Now coming to the meaning of so this was the preamble. After coming to the fundamental rights part, like Article 12 defines a state, like what a state is, and coming to Article 14, it defines right to equality. So right to equality connotes two definitions: equality before law and equal protection of laws. So equality before laws law means that every citizen, every institution in this country is equal in the eyes of law, is equal before law, and every law which will be made, that will be made in order to equally protect the rights of the citizens. So now a question arises: the why reservation is there? Like some people are not treated equally. Some people are chosen in any exam with lower marks also. So reservation, the equality does not mean that every people will start running from a particular starting point. Like some people may be lame, some people may be good at running. So equality means equality among equals. Like equality will be given, but it will be provided to those people among equals. Like if there are SC/ST people, so they have been like ruled, or we can say that discriminated for like 5,000 years. So they are not at par with other people. So if we keep an cut-off marks of 100 marks of every people, then they will don't pass. So that is why we have created a law that says equality among equals. So among generals, the cut-off will be same, a particular level of cut-off. So among SC/STs, a particular level of cut-off will be there. So equality among equals. That right to equality means equality among equals, within equals. Now coming to Article 19. Article 19 gives us right to freedom of speech and expression. Like every person has right to freedom of speech and expression. And every fundamental rights, like no fundamental right is absolute. Like every fundamental rights has its own reasonable restrictions. Like right to speech and expression has reasonable restrictions, like due to morality, due to on defamation. Like I cannot say immoral things on the by taking the plea of that I am exercising my right of free speech and expression. I cannot abuse anyone because I have right to speech and expression. So everybody should exercise the right of speech and expression within a particular circumscribed limit. So there is a limit, or there is we can say procedures which should be followed. Like, and in Article 19 also we have got right to do occupation. Like everybody is free to do or to enter themselves into any profession. Like if I want to be teacher, I can be teacher. If I want to be a lawyer or doctor or anybody, anything, I can pursue that vocation. So right to profession is there, and right to move throughout the territory of India is there. So Article 19 gives these powers. Now, the most important fundamental right is Article 21, which says that state shall not deprive personal liberty and right to life except the procedure established by law. Like personal liberty, depriving of personal liberty means if anybody is arrested, then his personal liberty is being deprived. Like, and if I have no right to life, then how will I exercise my every other right? So that can be deprived. Like I can be hanged if I do I commit any wrong. I can be hanged, but nobody can hang me without due process of law. That there should be a procedure according to which I will be judged. So right to life and personal liberty, that will be ruled according to due process of law. So like I remember a very famous case. It was of a journalist. She was a journalist of Indian Express newspaper, and she was about to go to USA to cover a particular news. But the airport authorities, they confiscated their passports. On various reasons, they confiscated their passport. So she went to the Supreme Court under Article 32 with a writ petition, filing a writ petition, and saying that my Article 21 is violated. My right to life is violated, and giving the reason that by profession I am a media person, and I will have to go to America. That's why this is the way I will earn. And without any reason, if they confiscate my passport, then I will not be able to earn. How will I nurture my child? So it will ultimately affect my right to life. So on that basis, her passport was again made free. So there are many examples, many plethora of examples. Like in right to life, there you have right to sleep, you have right to food, and you have right to move. So they are basic. If I am not sleeping adequately at night, if somebody is playing music on a speaker on a very loud pitch noise after 10 a.m., so I will not be able to sleep daily. So my quality of life is deprived. So right to life does not mean to live like an animal. It should be filled with dignity. So I should be able to sleep adequately at night. Nobody should encroach or infringe my right to sleep. So these are things included in right to life. Now Article 32 is there. Article 32 we can say the soul of the Constitution. Like B.R. Ambedkar said, Article 32 is soul of the Constitution. Like if any of the fundamental rights is violated, like IPC gives many rights. If any of the rights of IPC is violated, we cannot go directly to Supreme Court. We have many district courts there. But if any fundamental right is violated, we directly can go to High Court or Supreme Court, because all fundamental rights are soul of the Constitution. So Article 32 provides a writ petition under which habeas corpus is there. If I am arrested without any reasons, so Supreme Court can pass a writ of habeas corpus telling that to produce the body. Supreme Court can pass a writ of mandamus. Mandamus means we command. And then there is another writ of quo warranto, which means by what authority. If I am district magistrate of any district, and a person comes and sits on my chair and say that now I am district magistrate, so I will go to the Supreme Court or High Court, will file a petition of quo warranto. Then Supreme Court will ask by what authority you are sitting here. So that's the writ of quo warranto. So there are five kind of writs which Constitution provides us. Now we have freedom of religion. Like we have in Article 25 we have freedom to religion. We have freedom to choose our own conscience and faith. Like I can choose to be a Muslim, I can choose to be a Christian, I can propagate my religion, I can hold seminars, I can propagate that. And now coming to the conclusion, Constitution is not a simple thing to draft. Like it took 2 months, 2 years, 11 months and 17 days to be precise to draft a constitution. B.R. Ambedkar went to very many countries and picked the best laws of every country and compiled it and given ourselves to the India. Like we know that in India we have diversity of population, and to make a law to suit all people in India coming from diverse areas is not possible thing. It's not a possible. Many constitutions have failed on this part. Like the constitution is not being able to cater to the needs of every person. But our constitution is so flexible. Like it has given right to freedom of religion. So every religion is getting its rights. So that is why our constitution survived 70 years. Like after so many years, our constitution is surviving very well. So because of its flexibility, because of the power of amendment given in it. So we have got a very beautiful constitution. We should save it, and thank you.